We'll call this meeting of the County Commissioners to order. Please join us for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks everybody for being here today. We'll begin with the minutes of our December 6th meeting. Has everybody had a chance to review the minutes?
Move to approve.
Second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy to approve the minutes of the December 6th meeting. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, Jane. Okay, first thing on our agenda today is bid openings, and we have bids from various suppliers for the highway department. We'll open those, and when we get done with those, we will open bids to rent the county's farm next year. So, is this all over here, Jane? Okay, first one is from Rush County Stone. Read that for the record, Jane.
How do you want this read? At the top broke down into different stones.
Okay.
It's not a total.
It's just a price per ton.
Yep.
I don't know that we normally read the amounts like here and now.
Okay. Well, if you don't need that for your record, we can skip that. What they've given us is a price per ton for white limestone, number 2 limestone, number 8 limestone, number 9 limestone, number 11 manufactured limestone sand, number 53 limestone, okay. If you don't need those figures for the record, we won't do it. Next one is from Asphalt Materials Incorporated, Indianapolis. Quoted prices per gallon on liquid asphalt emulsions. from Ready Mix LLC, Cambridge City, Indiana. Next one is from Marathon Petroleum Company, North Bend, Ohio. Liquid asphalt. Next one is from Co-Alliance, Richmond, Indiana. Doc bituminous and liquid asphalt. Next one is from Terry Asphalt Materials Incorporated, Hamilton, Ohio. Liquid asphalt. Next is from New Point Stone Incorporated, Greensburg, Indiana. This one's for various grades of limestone.
This is for diesel and gas.
Diesel and gas.
Yeah.
That's on the back.
The lines.
That was one. I just looked at the first page of it.
I think that's where Jay sent them the notice request. It's got gas and diesel listed.
Okay.
I think that was gas and diesel, yeah.
Next one is from Irving Materials Incorporated. Various grades of sand and gravel. Next one is from St. Regis Culvert Incorporated for corrugated steel pipe, structural plate, aluminum boxes, snowplow blades, culvert liners, and related supplies. Next one is from Civilcon Incorporated, Jeffersonville, Indiana, for culverts and accessories, aluminum box culverts, and related materials and supplies. They've got just about everything there,
Yeah.
don't they? Okay, you want to hand these off to the highway supervisor for his review and recommendation. Hey Jay, you want to take all these and look them over and,
I'll take them all and go over them and bring them right back.
okay?
And this one is the one that would have the fuel on it.
Okay, yeah, that's where we get our fuel now, that's too, I think. Thank you.
Okay, come back in a little bit and recommend something to us. Okay, next, bids on the rental of the county's farm next year. Is two all we have? And we have two bids for the rental farm ground on the county's farm. We have a bid from Dane Savoy and Lowell Rish. Mr. Savoy has bid $140 per acre. Mr. Risch has bid $195 an acre. Now, Mr. Risch and Mr. Savoy are both present here today. Mr. Savoy was.
Yeah.
There he is. Okay. You two guys being the only two bidders on this rental for next year, each of you have an opportunity to increase your bid if you would like to.
I'd increase mine to $210 an acre.
Okay. Mr. Savoy increases his bid to $210 an acre. Now, Lowell, you're not gonna let him get away with that, are you?
220.
Mr. Risch increases his bid to $240 per acre. Now, you know what this guy is trying to do. He's trying to scare you.
Yeah,
He said
220.
220.
Oh, 220? Who said 220?
Low.
I thought you said 240. I misunderstood you.
It's a heck of an
Mr.
auctioneer.
Mr. Risch increases his bid to 220. Dane,
230.
230 from Mr. Savoy.
235.
235 from Mr. Risch.
Maybe 240.
240 from Mr. Savoy.
245.
245 from Mr. Risch.
Maybe 250.
250 from Mr. Savoy.
255.
255 from Mr. Risch.
And 260.
Is that 260?
Yes.
260 from Mr. Savoy.
265.
265 from Mr. Risch.
I'll do 270.
270 from Mr. Savoy.
I'm done.
Let you guys think about this for a minute. Okay, Jane, for the record, the current bid for rental on the farm ground is $270 per acre from Mr. Savoy. Is that correct? You guys all done?
Done.
Okay. Close the bidding. Mr. Savoy, we will prepare a contract with you for 2023 for $270 an acre.
Okay.
And I think we have, Jane already has a lease agreement prepared here. And all we have to do is pencil in the information.
Yes.
And you will receive a copy. We'll retain one for records, and that'll be that. We don't have to do that right this minute, do we? Okay.
You want to stay after this meeting?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Thank you both, fellas. Okay. Next step would be department reports. Is there any, Jay's still out. County surveyor, do you have anything? Okay. Jay is still out with bid packets. The only other department head I see here is the veteran service officer. Do you have anything to report?
Ron Stevens, Veteran Service Office for Fayette County. Two things, continue to push forward on claims and appeals for people who have recently been finalized on their disability claims. And also, I spoke with the VA, at a meeting with the VA Volunteer Service Department today in regards to the vehicles since they've been damaged. At their current location, one of them had the catalytic converter stolen and the other one had the gas tank drilled out. It also happened to the Honor Guard van. They got it done once, got the gas tank fixed, and then somebody came back and drilled it out again. So we have to get 3 estimates from 3 different places. So I'll be working with the coordinator on that to get that rolling, so we can get those vehicles fixed. Or once the estimates are done, those are given back to the VA. That goes through their fleet department and also through their volunteer service department for approval. And then once they decide yes or no, then they'll let us know. We do have a local towing company here, Jim's Towing. They're willing to tow those vans free of charge, since they are veterans, to get those vans repaired, vehicles repaired locally. And then once those are done locally, then I'm still working to get a more secure area to park those vans in, over, for storage, to where they're not out in the open and not really supervised very well. So.
Does the VA own those vehicles?
Yes and no. It is their program and they are their vehicles. They do belong to their fleet. The county pitched in half of the money for those vehicles, which was, back then it could have been $10,000 to $15,000, that's what it is currently. So for us to get a new vehicle, which those are both out of date, they're both out of range date for the age of the vehicle and also mileage. So what the county comes up, we raise money through donations, fundraising, however. $15,000 is our part. And then the DAV, the Disabled American Veterans Organization, puts in the other amount of money for the vehicle. So it's a half and half. Then the vehicle gets wrapped, it gets prepared, and then it comes here. But all gas, insurance, maintenance, everything is covered by the VA. The county has no responsibility money-wise, or other than the coordinator would get them there in order to get them repaired. But repair costs don't fall back on us as a county. So it's kind of a dual-edged sword to begin with. We raise money, half of the money to get it. They do the other half, and then VA takes care of the rest of it.
Okay. Well, I hope you can get a handle on this vandalism.
It's disheartening at best. But we have county vehicles and city vehicles that get damaged by people, but it's just the sign of the time we're in, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, thank you for that report.
Yes, sir.
Ron,
Oh, sorry.
I know we talked a good while back about where to put those, but I couldn't remember. Is that someplace that you needed to be able to get to them after hours?
No, sir.
Just
No, sir. No,
like
it's
8 to 4 or something like that?
Yes, sir. It'll be it's strictly a Monday through Friday thing. If there was some, now the Honor Guard van, that would be different because they do funerals Saturdays, Sundays, throughout the county, and actually throughout other counties as well when they get called upon. But this is just for the 2 DAV vans at this point because we don't fully own them. Like the Honor Guard van is owned by Fayette County Veterans Council, but these, because I don't want to run into my fear is that the VA could come back at some point, and they haven't said that, but my fear is that they could be like, hey, well, part of that's because you didn't have them secured. But they've been at the AMVETS for years. There's a little C shed, basically. Down there is kind of like a little office that somebody used to sit there and answer the phone. We used to have a DAV charter here, a Disabled American Vet charter here, but it went under because there was nobody to manage it at that point. But I just don't want to end up with a bill from somebody and it falls on the county to do it because of that. But there's cameras out there at the AMVETS. There's cameras. But they came in, they were wearing all black hoods, and it takes less than 30 seconds to remove a catalytic converter. Selling them is a little bit harder, but there's a whole black market for that, unfortunately. So, but no, just Monday, strictly Monday through Friday. And we would coordinate in advance. My coordinator would do that well in advance because we have to know at least 24 to 48 hours prior to somebody needing a ride.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Thanks, Ron.
Yes, sir.
Okay. County Attorney, do you have anything for us today?
Not today, I do not. It's good to be back after vacation.
Yes, you haven't given us a report on how Mexico was.
Well, they still speak Spanish.
Okay.
The weather's a little bit better than we're going to get this weekend.
Yeah. We'll have to talk about that before you get away today. Does anybody have any mail they want to share?
I'm thankful for all the Christmas gifts and candy and cookies and cards and things we've been receiving from different businesses, which is very nice.
Yeah, our favorite Dick Robertson always brings a box of chocolates this
Yes.
time of year. Thanks, Dick.
And Jane made some really nice cookies for us.
There's no fancier cookies than Jane's Christmas cookies, that's for sure. Under old business, we still have annual appointments to make, and we'll have some more at our first meeting of January. So is there anything on the list that you want to take care of today?
I think we need to take care of EMA director
Okay.
and take care of today. So we can get started.
If you want to, you can explain the process that we went through with the EMA director.
Back in September, I believe, we sent out notice of taking applications for the EMA director. Adrian was retiring, and we got I believe it was five applications back in, and we closed on October 31st the application process. And then we interviewed there in November and talked about it, and come down that we picked Wade, and as long as he was willing to do it, I think we picked the best one of what we had, and it looked good. So as long as he has approval, I'll make a motion to accept Wade as the EMA director.
I'll second that for Wade Walling.
Okay. We have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy, to appoint Wade Walling as the new EMA director, effective January 2.
Yeah,
or
January
what?
2.
January 2, to fill the vacancy left by the retirement of Adrian Ellis. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, James. Okay, Wade.
Can I say a couple of things real quick?
Sure.
So thank you very much for the appointment. I'm very much looking forward to this. I've lived in Fayette County all my life, except for when I was in Iraq or when my mother moved to Texas when we were little. So I've got a lot of things I want to get started on right away. And I'm not a person to let things grow under my feet. I hit the ground running at 4:30 every morning, and usually go to bed about 10:30, and even when I'm working almost entirely that whole time. That's just my personality. It's what I like to do. I don't like to not be busy. But I did want to let the commissioners know with this snow emergency that's coming in, it's very serious. They're talking about blizzard-like conditions. They're not sure which direction the path of the snow is going to take, whether it's going to be I-70 and north, or if it's going to be the central part of the state. We're talking a bigger amount of accumulation, and they're not sure yet on the totals, so they haven't forecasted totals. But what they are saying is with the rain that's coming in first, then changing over to snow, with the accumulations, what we're going to start seeing is flash freezing, because along with that, the temperatures are going to drop down to -20, -30, and with wind chills and a sustained 20 to 30 mile an hour wind. So what that means is we run the risk of widespread power outages. Pets that are outside should be brought in, and especially the elderly need to be checked on by their loved ones to make sure that they're not sitting in a house frozen somewhere. It's very important, and with this cold, it's kind of three main issues that's going to hit Fayette County. That moisture, then the drop in temperatures, then the snow, along with that sustained wind, it's going to be pretty hazardous. And I know I haven't fully taken over this position, but I wanted to make sure that you all knew what was coming so we can push out messages to the citizens of Fayette County to let them know to take this storm serious. So other than that, thank you for the appointment. Can't wait to get started, and we'll try to get some good things going for Fayette County.
Okay, welcome aboard, Wade. Okay, of the list we've looked at so far today, is there any other appointments that you want to take care of today?
The senior center, the Board of Aging.
That's the Fayette County Council on Aging and Age, which does not reference me, by the way. Just because I serve on that board doesn't mean that.
You're the poster child, aren't you?
Well, if you want to say so. But I'm willing to continue service over there if that's what you want to know.
Move to reappoint you.
Yes, I'll second that.
Okay. We have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy, to appoint Dale Strong as the Commissioner's representative on the Fayette County Council on Aging and Aged. And don't grin when I say that. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
2 ayes, and I will abstain. Okay. Is there any of the others on the list you want to take care of yet today?
Can you go ahead and do the health officer and the health manager? Can we go ahead and do both of those today?
Yeah, we could. We haven't talked to either one of them, but I'm going to assume both of them want to stay where they're at.
I haven't made any comments of getting off, so
No.
I'll move that we put Dr. White in as the health officer and Matt Shirk back in as the health manager.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy, to reappoint Dr. White as the Fayette County Health Officer and reappoint Matt Shirk as the Health Department Office Manager. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, Jane. Take care of those two. Is there any more on the list you want to take care of?
The tourism board, Donna Schroeder.
Okay. A year ago, we appointed Donna Schroeder for 1 year to finish the unexpired term of Daniel Phelps, who resigned. And she's indicated that she's willing to continue.
I'll second that.
Okay. Was that a motion?
Yes.
Okay, we have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy, to appoint Donna Schroeder to the Fayette County Tourism Board for a full term. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, Jane. Okay, we also have several think, 4 appointments to the Eastern Indiana Regional Planning Commission. That's one that I currently serve on. And Dan Parker is also part of that. The other 2 appointments we have, I haven't talked to anybody. We can put that off till next meeting if you like, whatever you want to do. And of course, that leaves, and there are other appointments that we have to do yet. We just haven't got down to deciding what we want to do with them yet. Is that all you want to do today? Okay. That'll be all, that will be all the annual appointments that are made today. There will be more at our next meeting. Hopefully we'll clear everything up at our next meeting. Mr. Havlin, have you looked at the bids?
I checked them all, they're all good bids. They're within pretty close to each other, so we just have to go with the lowest one.
Okay. Do you, would you recommend we accept all of them to give you the flexibility to?
Yeah, that gives us the option if one's not ready to start, when we start, we can go somebody else and pick up the same stuff and go. We don't wait that way.
All right.
Okay. I'll make the motion that we accept all the bids as recommended by our superintendent.
We have a motion by Tracy, second by Dale, to accept all the highway department supply bids received today. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. Okay. Is there anything else under old business you need to take care of today? Okay. Do you have anything under new business?
No.
Jane, you got anything? Okay. Is there any patron concerns today? Anybody got anything to say? Okay, that leaves us with claims and payroll. Is it?
Move to approve
I'll second
claims
that.
and payroll.
Oh. Second for you.
We have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy, to approve claims and payroll. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, Jane. We'll start right now. that wraps it up for us today. This is our last meeting of the year. We'll be back next year. I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a safe and happy New Year. And be careful this weekend. Weather's going to get bad. Tomorrow's the shortest day of the year,
Yes.
Tracy. So we'll start getting more sunshine after that. So that's going to be a good thing for me.
So we'll move to adjourn.
Okay. We have a motion by Tracy, second by Dale to adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, we're adjourned. Thank you all very much.